Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. In this video, very quick video, I'm going to share with you how I manage all of the Discords that we've got to join if we want to stay on top of the projects. And it's not as simple as just hitting delete. So, if you're interested, make sure you stay tuned. I promise this will be very, very quick. Also, if you are interested, we do have the Web3 Secret Society at the new price. If you're interested in checking it out, the links to that are in the description below. Now, as you know, when we are farming in crypto, when we are getting into protocols, a lot of times we're doing galaxies, Intrax, all of the other websites, including like Layer 3, and a lot of them involve us joining the various discords of those protocols. And at the same time, we're also joining discords just so we can keep up to date. As you remember, if you put money into anything, you at a minimum, I always tell you guys, make sure you follow their Twitter and make sure you follow them on Discord. Make sure you're an active member. And when I say active member, just get whatever roles you need to get and make sure you're looking at their announcements from time to time. But obviously, this gets very convoluted, very busy, very fast. And if you're not careful, you can be looking at a screen of, I guess, up to 100 Discord channels or Discord servers. And some of you are crazy enough to get Nitro and get that even further. So how do you manage it all? Well, I put together a rubric that I follow that I want to share with you guys. Obviously, you guys can do whatever you want to do at the end of the day because none of this is financial advice, even though there's nothing about finances talked about here. So I look at this from the top or from the bottom to the top. And the reason for that is I will emulate this within the Discord as well, or within the Discord program. So the first thing I have on the bottom, which is closest to me, would be frequented community servers. So that includes the Web3 Secret Society. That includes servers that I have with friends, everything else that's going on. Things that I will typically look at every single day just to see what's going on, people I hang out with, catch up with, whatever it may be. And that's a group that I create just for that. And by the way, what you see here is different groupings because within Discord, you can create folders. All you've got to do is select a channel and drag it into a sort of group with another, and it'll be pretty simple. I will show you how to do that. So now that we've got our frequented community servers taken care of, what's the next one? Well, it's all of the priority protocols for right now. And this is going to be an ever-changing list. So for example, if you're looking to get into mitosis epoch 3, for example, well, you'd want to make sure that that is in that folder really close by. If there's an airdrop, like a TGE tomorrow or in the next few days, you want to put that there. If there's something that you are having an immediate action or you're anticipating an event, whether it's sort of the Eigenlayer TGE or sort of the claim on May 10th. Well, there you go. Once again, you want to have that close by. So whatever it is, I try to keep this maximum of 10. Obviously, if there's a lot more going on, then definitely make sure that you sort of expand this. But this allows you to have your active folder that you are really staying on top of, because otherwise you're going to have to dig through everything. The next one right after this is any protocol or application that I have money in. So if I'm involved in their ICO, maybe we're talking about Chroma, where I have bought their Chroma House Guardian NFT back in February. Well, this goes here, even though there's no action for me right now. That doesn't mean I don't go check it out, but it's nearby. Or maybe it could be DeFi Kingdoms because I have money in Jewel, I have assets within the game, so I want to make sure I'm keeping on top of that. So anything you have money in, put it here. The next one above that is protocols you're farming. So maybe you're involved in some of those test nets. Maybe you're involved in whatever kind of capacity that may be. That's not just related to money, because we would have captured that in the previous group. So any of those things, take a look at that. Maybe you've qualified for an airdrop, right? And you're just waiting for them to announce it. So like, let's say, for example, Layer Bank, which I don't have any money with them, but they owe me something for Manta, I hope, and I want to make sure I keep on top of it. The next one after that is protocols I use. So this is stuff like Injective. As I told you guys know I have no Injective anymore. So it's not a protocol I have money in. There's no priority for me right now. I'm not farming Injective. So it falls under this category. So things like that go here. I compare that or contrast that with Dimension or Jupiter, which I have in protocols I have money in, because once again, it is very clear, like this is something I need to be seriously on top of, because once again, your money matters and you want to make sure all that's good. Everything else, if you can't sort of decide where it goes, either you delete it because it's not useful and you've probably joined it because it's a social campaign, or you bucket it with everything else. So there's some examples that I have as well for that. But I hope that sort of gives you a structure. This is sort of how I do it, guys. Figure out what works best for you. My thing here, there's only 2 asks that I have for myself with this is number 1, within those groups, I sort of sort them alphabetically. So I do it alphabetically based on their server name. You can do it based alphabetically based on what you think they should be called or what you refer them to, whatever makes it easier for you to sort of go through it, because you may have 20 or 30 servers in a group and you really want to get to something really fast, especially if you're not familiar with their logo. And also at the same time, make sure you actively manage this. This is, if you do a structure like this, it's only as good as how active you manage it. So for example, if tomorrow I'm like, hey, you know what? I put my money in Injective. Well, I've got to move their Discord somewhere. So I continuously modify this, especially the priority ones, to make sure I'm on top of it. So let me show you what this looks like. So if you see here, this is Injective. You can see here, over here, I got my groups, but basically they're all alphabetized, just all the way down. You see how many servers there are? Now, if I just click these buttons, and I'll just do them for a few, look how easy this becomes. All of a sudden, I've just gotten it so much more simpler. Obviously, we got the Web3 Secret Society on the bottom, but hey, I wish we could name our groups, but so be it. And one thing I will show you is, let's say I take Arrow Scraper here, and let's just take TFK Helper because they're the front 2. If I want to make a group of this, I just take this here, this thing, and I just drag it on top of here. And now I've got a new group. Very, very simple, very easy. This is sort of what I'm doing, but it makes it very simple and very easy for me to find exactly what I got to do, right? So that's sort of my thoughts here. Guys, remember, you need to make sure you stay on top of things. There's too many distractions. There's so much going on. I don't want you guys to get burned out. Seriously, the more clarity, the more clear you can make this, sort of kind of get the distractions out of the way, focus on the things that matter. Guys, this is exactly what we talk about in the Web3 Secret Society. So make sure you sort of do these things. Or do you have another way you're doing that? Because any sort of way that you can create structure is great. I would love to hear what you guys are doing. Post below in the comments and let me know. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.